Hi, David Martindale here. They call me MacGyver, and I'm going to show you how to do a French drain. We're going to do it in America though, but anyway. I'm going to go do some shopping, get the materials needed. I'll show you the pipe, and it has the holes in the bottom, and of course you want to have the holes on the bottom of the pipe, and the reason for that is the water comes down, it comes up into the holes in the pipe and then runs down the pipe to drain it out. It actually seeps down through the gravel and the landscaper's cloth down to the bottom of the pipe, fills up the pipe through the holes, and then runs down the pipe. And we're going to do 40 feet, so we're going to need 4 sections. They're 10-foot sections, and we'll also get some washed gravel to put on underneath the pipe, and then the pipe goes on it, and then the gravel goes over the top of that. And as I go through my video, I'll give you the dimensions and stuff that you're going to need. I'm here getting some drain pipe for our French drain we're going to put in. We need 40 feet of it. They come in 10-foot sections, and I'll show you what it looks like. So there's 3 sets of holes. You want to put the holes to the bottom. They're 10-foot lengths. So we'll get 4 of these, and then we'll need some landscaper's cloth, and that's pretty much it. The rest is just going to be digging and trenching, and then we'll also need some gravel to put in there. We want washed gravel, so that it'll drain without putting any dirt into the landscaper's cloth. So we're putting in a French drain, and we've already got it staked, and each one of those stakes are level except for the last one where it drops down the hill. This is my laborer over here. Somebody's got to dig the hole, and I'm going down about 18 inches and about a foot wide. Going to put in the landscape fabric, then the gravel, and then the pipe, and then some more gravel, and then fold the landscape fabric over the top. And then we'll put the dirt and the grass back on top, and that should help this area from puddling. Landscaper's cloth in, so we'll put it in the ditch, and then probably tack it on the sides here with something to hold it in. So putting some nails in there just to hold it, and keep in mind when the gravel goes in, it's going to pull down. We put the landscaper's cloth in there, and then along the edges I've tacked it up with nails so that when we put the gravel in, it won't fall in over the top of it. And I've got plenty of slack in there so we won't, when the gravel goes in, it doesn't pull the fabric out of the nails. Okay, so now we're going to put the gravel in. You want to get washed gravel, like landscapers irrigation gravel, so that it doesn't have dirt in it. Okay, so we're putting the gravel in. We're going to go 2 to 3 inches on the bottom. We want that to be underneath the pipe. And then after we put the pipe in, we'll put some more gravel over the top of it. Okay, so I rearranged my nails a little bit. I'm putting it right at the top edge of the landscaper's material so that as I put my gravel in, it doesn't fall in behind it. Then when the gravel goes in, it's not grabbing the edge of it and going behind it. Okay, so I'm going to put the rocks in it so that it doesn't move. I'll start with one section here. Just to keep the pipe rolling. Oh, and I probably should also tell you, I already checked this, but I'll put my level on it, and I just want to make sure that when my level's on it, that the bubble is on the uphill side, which it is. So it does. You want to have at least an 1/8 inch for every foot of drop. For every foot of pipe, you want an 1/8 inch drop. So on a 10 foot, you want at least 1 1/4 inches, and I'm probably well beyond that. But the way you can tell, on a 6 foot, you would just take your level and pull it up until you get the bubble in the middle, and you can see that I'm probably already 1.5 inches or so, maybe even 1 3/4 up above the pipe. So my drop is well within the minimum, so we're good. And since we're going all the way down a hill, I want a little bit more drop so that I don't have such a drastic drop at the back. So now I've put the gravel over the top.
And then I'll start pulling the nails out.
And we'll fold the landscaper's cloth over the top. And then we'll start putting our dirt and our sod back on. So, okay, so I'm going to kind of show you a cross section of how we got it. We've got gravel on the bottom. Of course, the landscaper's cloth goes underneath, then the gravel on top, then the pipe, then gravel on top of that, and then the landscaper's cloth will fold over. And also what I've done, because I had too wide of a hole, I've cut strips of landscaper's cloth that I'll lay on top, because that will hold the dirt out. And then we put the dirt on, and then we use a tamper, and we actually tamp the dirt down so that it's nice and firm. Otherwise, the first time it rains, it's going to sink. So after I get this in, then I'll replace the sod so that we have some grass back on it. So we'll take the sod and start putting it back in on top. And we'll do that all the way along here, and I'll show you what it looks like when I get done. And it's really hard to see, but there's actually a flare right there that is the flared end, and you want the flared end to go uphill so that your upper pipe will go into the flared end. That way it keeps any debris going down, because if you have it on the outside, it can leak around the pipe coming the other direction. So just want to make sure you put that flared end uphill. And now I'll slip that on there. So I've got that slipped up over the top. Goes in about that much. So you get about 2 or 3 inches of slip up. That'll keep it from leaking out of there, and everything will flow downhill. Now I'll get my gravel in and my landscaper's cloth, and then start filling with dirt. Okay, so this is St. Augustine grass, and it was pretty patchy before because of the water, but it should kick back in. So we've got it started there, just to show you getting some grass back on top. Of course, the sun is, or the shade is kind of blocking some of it, but there we are. So I want to thank you for watching today, and hope you'll subscribe to my channel. We've done a French drain, 40 feet of it, and hopefully that'll keep our yard from getting soaked with puddles on top of it. It'll seep down through it. This is down in Florida, so we've got kind of a sandy soil, and it seeps down through the ground into the French drain, and then it'll run off into the wetlands that goes back behind our property. So that's it for our French drain, and I want to thank you again for watching. Hope you'll subscribe to my channel, and you have a great day.